Greetings all, I am the Sporkinator, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time HD. In the last episode, we made our way to the Fire Temple, and now it is finally time to explore this place and see what treasures it may contain. So I believe the only path open to us is actually this one right here. All the other ones are blocked off, so we're gonna go ahead and head right through this door and see what we can find. It's the Bling Bling King, aka Darunia! Whoa! Who's there? Is that you, your mom? Oh, it really is your mom. You've grown so big since I last saw you. Are you trying to say that I'm fat? How dare you? I want to have a man-to-man talk with you, but now's not the time. You must mean a man-to-woman talk. Ganondorf is causing trouble on Death Mountain again. He has revived the evil ancient dragon Volvagia. Yeah, I know that. Your son told me. On top of that, he's going to feed my people to that evil dragon as a warning to other races that might resist him. Yeah, your son told me that too. If that fire-breathing dragon escapes from the mountain, all of Hyrule will become a burning wasteland. I will go on ahead to try to seal up the evil dragon. I'm concerned, though, because I don't have the legendary hammer. But I have no choice. Your mom, I'm asking you to do this as my sworn brother. While I'm trying to deal with the dragon, please, save my people. The prisoner cells are in the opposite direction. I'm counting on you, your mom. Well, that was quite an interesting conversation, if you ask me. But wow, there is actually, like, he says the prisoner cells are in the opposite direction, but there's actually one over this way. So I feel like Darunia is not paying attention, or he's just so concerned that he's just not able to think clearly. Because this poor guy is hidden here, so we've got to help him out. Hi. Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? I'll tell you a secret for saving me. In order to get into the room where Darunia went, you have to do something about the darn pillar stuck in the ceiling. Darn right I do. Find a path that leads to a room above the ceiling right away. So yeah, that's actually pretty good advice, although even if he didn't tell us that, I think just, yeah, there is actually a pillar stuck in the ceiling. But yeah, I'm thinking we probably could have figured that out even without that hint. So yeah, there's lots of Gorons locked up in this place, and each one we rescue will give us a tip for saving them. But usually it's not too useful. Maybe one or two that are interesting and useful, but I guess I'll read them all just because I can. Because you don't actually have to talk to them. You could just open the chest, take the key, and leave, but, you know, I might as well listen to what they have to say. I feel like it's the least I could do. And I don't think there's actually anything important over here, but I'm gonna double check just in case. What do I have in my bottles, by the way? Because I think we have a couple fairies over here. Yeah, I don't have anything in my bottles at all except for bugs. And I'm probably not going to need a fairy, but I feel like I should carry one just in case. What sword do I have equipped? Oh, you know what? I'm thinking about actually switching back to the Master Sword, because Bigoron's sword is really overpowered. And I feel like the bosses are not going to be very interesting with Bigoron's sword, with the exception of Volvagia, because I think Volvagia, he actually takes the boss of the temple, actually takes the same amount of damage no matter what sword you use, so it may not actually matter for that boss. I'm not sure. Oh, there's another fairy here. This is stupid, but I might as well, because it's here, right? Oh, did it disappear on me? That's alright, I don't even need the one that I got. Anyway, I guess that's enough wasting. Oh, it's still there. Well, I just realized I don't care. It's costing me enough time already. Fun fact, you can actually walk on the lava. But not for too long, otherwise you'll lose a quarter of a heart after a little while. But yeah, that's what the Goron Tunic allows you to do. It, like, really increases your resistance to fire damage and that sort of thing, I suppose. So now that we have a small key, we're going to once again ignore the fire keys in this room, because there's no point in killing them, and head through this locked door. Now, one of the passages in the previous room actually takes you to where the boss key is, but it's blocked off by a grate, so we'll keep that in mind. We'll actually be going back there eventually to get the boss key, but yeah, that is where the boss key is at. I feel like I should have showed that, but I kind of didn't want to, so yeah, I didn't. But yeah, there's actually two different directions in this room we can go. There's that area over there, and there's that area over there. I don't really suppose that it matters which one we do first, but do have to do both of them, because I think there's a small key or something hidden in both directions. I don't actually remember this temple very well exactly, but full exploration never hurt anyone, and this is a 100% run, so we are going to want to keep our eyes peeled for gold Skulltulas that are in this dungeon. I believe there's 5 of them. So yeah, before we move that time block, when we play the Song of Time, the time block will actually move down and block off the door we just walked through, so we might as well come through here first, then go back out and move the block of time. And here we are freeing another trapped Goron. I wonder what tip he has for us. I'm not reading this again, this is the same every time. A wall that you can destroy with the Goron's special crop will sound different than a regular wall if you hit it with your sword. Oh, okay, he's talking about bombs. But every Goron who talks about bombs instead says Goron's special crop, which might be slightly confusing. And I think it's really kind of silly. Why not just say bombs? But anyway, that makes our second small key of the dungeon, and now we can head on out of here and eventually make our way to the other side of the room. But there's that block of time above us that we need to investigate first. So yeah, we're gonna do that in just a moment here. Alright, let's play the Song of Time. Holy crap, you see how fast I played that? MLG, totally pro, right there. I'm not even sure how I did that. That was amazing. It was like, done. But anyway, this block of time, climbing on it allows us to reach this door up here, which I believe was blocked by the time block in the first place, oddly enough. Oh gosh, it's the floor tiles. And targeting them, Navi does not have a hint for them, so there's nothing I can tell you about these other than the fact that they're floor tiles, and there's not really much point in trying to attack them. Just crouch and defend with your shield until they're all gone. And on the other side of the room, we have what I believe is a new enemy that we have not seen yet. This is actually a... I should identify this. This is a like, an enemy that eats shields and certain clothes. Beat it quickly to get your gear back. So yeah, if you let this thing swallow you, it will steal your Goron tunic and your Hylian shield. So don't let that happen. You can kill it to get it back though, so all hope is not lost if such an event does take place. But yeah, there's not really actually anything important in here, with the exception, possible exception, of this gold Skulltula, which is not important unless it's a 100% run. So now that we've got that, we can head back out, I suppose. But yeah, those likes, they're horrible. I don't want to get anywhere near those things. And I said I would switch back to the Master Sword. I should just go ahead and do that now before I forget. Because it's so overpowered, and I feel like I haven't really used the Master Sword since I got it. Because the first thing I did was the Bigoron Sword side quest to get that arguably overpowered two-handed sword. So yeah, I believe the Master Sword should at least get a little bit of action during this playthrough. So I'll probably actually be using the Master Sword in most of the temples, with the exception of the boss of the Water Temple. I'm definitely using Bigoron Sword to take that thing down, because it's really not that fun of a fight. So I will definitely be using the overpowered sword to take down that boss. Holy crap, why is it taking me so long to get to the other side of the room? I feel like I've been in this room for like, I don't know, 5 or 10 whole minutes or something. Like, what's the deal with that? But anyway, if we make our way this direction, I believe we can find... I think there's another small key. I'm not entirely certain. Man, it's been a while since I played the Fire Temple. But yeah, just go ahead and get rid of the fire keys there. And you'll notice it looks kind of like a door. And if we hit it with our sword, like this is what a normal wall sounds like. Hear the sound? And then we hit this. It sounds different, so it's higher pitched. So we're actually going to need our bombs to destroy this thing in order to get through. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I like how we're out of range, even though we're, like, right smack in front of the bomb. Anyway, let's head to this door and see what awaits us. Do we have death and torture everywhere? Okay, not really. Just another trapped Goron. And a small chest, and pretty sure there's a small key in there. Let's see what tip this guy has for us. Are you releasing me? Am I free to go? I'll tell you a secret for saving me. There are switches in this temple that you have to cut to activate, but you can also use bombs to do the job. Goron special crop. Cool story, bro. So yeah, there are switches that we can cut to activate, but we can also use bombs, but as it turns out, the way this temple is designed, you can get away with using your hookshot for all those. You don't need bombs anywhere except to blow up walls. Okay, so now that we have 2 small keys, I believe we are finally done with this room, and we can, progress. Yeah, there's a locked door over at that side, so even without the compass and the map, I know that that is our destination. It's nice when there's landmarks to guide you, especially since we don't have the map yet, like I just said. But yeah, let's go ahead and unlock this door. And what do we have in here? Oh, joy. I actually like this part a lot, I'm not even kidding. Because this is actually climbable, and you can grapple it with your hookshot, so that is actually the best way to get up here. And then we can take out these fire keys for no real reason at all, other than the fact that I hate keys. Haha. Do I need a heart? Oh, I do need a... Crap. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I'm using some tricky moves to avoid falling down, because when you side hop, it's actually pretty reliable. Yeah, if you just you can just side hop across here. It's a whole lot easier than walking, believe it or not. And there's a couple keys over here that I really don't need to kill, but I guess I just came over here for fun. I don't need rupees or hearts. What am I even doing? Okay, so there's a block there. I think I see what I need to do. This is almost semi-blind, but it's probably not going to be difficult at all. So yeah, I probably shouldn't have even bothered going over there. Apologies for that. There really wasn't anything for me over there, but I guess this is all good. So we want to actually push this block onto that fire. I don't know if you can tell if it's a pushable block or not, but I guess one way or another you would figure this out, because you would have no idea what you were doing. And we want to immediately jump onto it since it's down there. And when the fire comes up, it'll push the block up and take us to somewhere we would otherwise be completely unable to reach, because there's no hookshot targets or anything for us. And it's a good thing we picked up that second small key, because right here is where we need that. So yeah, if you miss a key, you're gonna have a bad time, but honestly, like I said during the Forest Temple playthrough, the Fire Temple was a whole lot more linear and a lot less tricky than the Forest Temple, at least in my opinion. So it's really not much of a problem. And these are actually torched slugs. When the fire on its back is extinguished, it will run away, destroy it before it relights. I don't know how long it takes for them to relight, but it must be a really long time, because I don't think I've ever seen it happen. But yeah, once the fire on their back is gone, they don't even try to attack you, they try to run away. So there's that. Okay, so I believe we can make this jump here. Oh, just barely. Grabbing the edge like an MLG pro. Alright, so we want to actually push this block here. And then it will fall down. And there's a switch behind us, as you can see. We can use bombs or the hookshot to activate that. Like, they tell you to use bombs, but I'm going to prove that you don't need bombs. Well, I guess I don't really have anything to prove. I did it before in my original playthrough, and it's... I don't know, maybe I will use bombs. I don't know. Like, I guess there's no harm in using bombs like they want you to, but the cool thing is, it's like, why use a bomb if your hookshot can suffice? Because, yeah, when we hit the switch, this fire is going to temporarily disappear, and there's going to be a time limit. So if we stand right on the edge here, use our hookshot to hit that switch, we actually do have enough time to get up there. We just have to move really quickly. Just run straight towards it. Because if the fire touches you, you're going to get hurt and fall down. And it almost looks like it's going to get me, but I don't think I've ever failed at this, except maybe once when I first tried it. Because I never felt the need to use bombs on those switches. I always thought that was stupid. I'm like, why would I do that when I have my hookshot? Anyway, I'm rambling, but we're in a whole new room now. Oh boy, what do we have here? Good lord. Rolling boulders? Oh no. Death and torture everywhere. And this is actually a bombable wall here, and you could probably hear the gold skulltula that's behind it, so that's probably the most obvious way that you would run onto this and discover it. But yeah, we want to go ahead and pick this up as part of our 100% item collection. Yep, another spider for our collection. Alright, so we might as well keep on making our way... Oh crap, a rolling boulder. We want to keep making our way around this room until we've gone pretty much everywhere, I think. There is actually a door here, though. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this. Because I think there's a trapped Goron here, and this should lead me to another small key. It seems to me the key in this temple... no pun intended. Oh gosh, what did you do to yourself? This guy's looking really freaky due to a graphics glitch, but I ain't going to worry about it. It's funny, like, I've played the game before with the HD texture pack and the Glide 64 plugin, and this happened before, so I was kind of expecting this, but it only happens to certain Gorons, not all of them, which I do find to be strange. Anyway, this guy's secret is, when you're on fire, you can put it out by swinging your sword or by rolling forward. Did you know that? I kind of did, but I don't really think about it most of the time. But, ugh, the graphics glitches with this plugin are absolutely horrid when they do happen. Luckily, I guess they're not too much of a major problem, though. So there's one small key for our collection, and we reached dead end, so I guess we're stuck hoofing it back. Oh boy. So which way were we going? I think we were actually going this way. So let's keep going the same direction. Oh boy, rolling boulders everywhere. Gosh, I hate rolling boulders. Like, the Master Quest version of this temple is a whole lot more friendly because there's no rolling boulders. And here we have a locked door, but I'm going to pass on that for now, because I believe there's actually another small key for us to get before we open that door. So just to be safe, I'm going to make sure Wow. Oh! I went quite a while without getting hit by the rolling boulder, but I guess it was bound to happen eventually, and that's a dead end anyway, so what am I even doing? Gosh. Oh, here's a switch here. Oh, here we go. I think this is actually our second small key now. Well, I think it's technically like is it our fourth small key? Because there's tons of small keys in this dungeon, but we have 2 at a time, so when it comes to that, this is our second one. Let's see what this guy's secret is. In this temple, there are doors that fall down when you try to open them. When one of these doors starts to fall, move! If you use a sample of the Goron's special crop, you can break it. Oh, fascinating. So if we encounter any, basically, fake doors, there's gonna be fake doors in this temple. If we find any of those, we can blow them up with bombs to get them out of our way. Lickety-split. So yeah, 2 keys in hand. I don't know, I feel like I should just keep going the same direction at this point. Is there something else to find? I don't really know. I'm not very good at this temple. I think I'm actually really good at the forest temple, because that one... I'm not gonna lie, the forest temple takes practice to do an efficient run of that, because there's backtracking right after you get the bow and stuff, and when you first play, you may not be aware that you need to do that, but that's a whole temple ago. I should focus on the here and the now. Ouch. But we have actually looped back around to this locked door, so we're gonna go ahead and explore that now. Oh, and fun fact, there is a very narrow ledge here, and if you fall down, you're probably gonna have a bad time. But actually, the fun fact I want to say is that if you do fall down, you can cast Furor's Wind and then immediately use it again, and it will warp you back up here, because that's the last door you came through. So, if you accidentally, like, have a huge mistake in here, you can use that to rectify it. You don't have to walk all the way back around. As long as you have Furor's Wind, you are good. But I believe there's actually an eye switch up here that controls the door that's to my right? Yeah, it opens that up, so I'm actually going to explore this first, because I believe this big chest here contains the dungeon map. So, I like the map and the compass, so I'm always going to be collecting these as I go through the temples. You're just going to have to deal with it if you're one of those people who doesn't like to pick these up. But yeah, we got the dungeon map. Now we have some idea of the layout. I guess we could take a quick look at it. Yeah, pretty fascinating, right? I don't know. Back to business, though. Now, I think can we climb out of here? Oh, I don't think we can. No, we just have to go back, because there's another locked door that we have to open anyway, with our second small key. I'm still going to be careful not to fall down, though. Just because I have Furor's Wind doesn't mean I should do anything stupid. But yeah, even after you fall down, just cast Furor's Wind, and then use it to return to the warp point. It will take you to the last door you came through. It'll save you a ton of trouble, as long as you have magic power. You may actually want to come in here with a green potion if you plan on using magic a lot, because Link can't hold very much yet. But I think after we clear this temple, we'll actually be able to change that. We'll be able to visit another Great Fairy and get another upgrade, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, there's a huge wall of fire behind us, so we want to carefully cross this room, and I'm not even going to get that heart. It's not worth it. I'm only down by half a heart, and that's practically nothing at this point, isn't it? Haha. Oh, and there's the chest where we got the dungeon map, so we could pretend we just climbed up there if we're looking to, you know, get our bearings. I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. But we are now above. We're kind of at the top level of the room with the rolling boulders. And if we look up here, there's like a suspicious spot up there. Navi actually flies to it and turns green, so there is actually a secret hidden here. Oh, I played it backwards. Up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. Yeah, we need to play the Scarecrow song here in order to actually get up there. But before I actually go up there, I am actually going to use Furor's Wind. We have 60 gold Skulltulas, by the way, making excellent progress. So I'm going to cast Furor's Wind here, because after we go up there, coming back is arguably pretty tricky, and I usually just end up falling down and hurting myself. So once I'm done with the secrets up there, I will just use Furor's Wind to return here, because that's where we're going to come back to anyway after we're done. So yeah, with the help of Pierre here, we're able to get up here. And then over here we have a hookshot target, and as soon as we land on this platform, it's going to start rising. Oh boy. Ominous. But what is waiting for us at the top? Not a locked door, hopefully. Nope, just a regular door. Good stuff, good stuff. Uh-oh, I hear a Skulltula. You really don't know if it's a golden one or not, because they arguably do all sound the same. But if you had assumed this was a gold Skulltula, you would have actually been correct, because it is. Haha. That makes 61. And there is actually... Wow, there's like another one up here, isn't there? That's like... Is that 3 in a row, or is it 2 in a row? I don't know. 2 in a row every single time? Every time? Oh boy. So the other gold Skulltula that's up here is actually hidden off to the side here. Yeah, that is at least 2 Skulltulas in a row back to back there without much time between them. So yeah, that's always fun. Oh man, how long have we been rolling? I may actually need to pause, because I learned my lesson with the Forest Temple. I should probably plan to have at least 2 episodes per temple. Probably 3 if you count the third one with the boss fight. But we don't actually need this chest, but I'm going to get it just for fun. It actually contains rupees, I think, so it's nothing that we actually need, but if you are wanting money, this is how you get it. Just like that. I can't believe I did that on the first try. It's arguably pretty tricky. I think I just made it look easy. But yeah, now that we have that, I think I have been recording for about 20 minutes. So, I'm going to use Ferora's Wind and return to the warp point to save time. And here we are. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's been 20 minutes, so yeah, I'm the Sporkinator, and I will see you next time on Let's Play Ocarina of Time HD. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you want to see more. And, to close out this episode, I may not be perfect, but at least I'm not Barack Obama. Goodbye for now.